their go-to guy, Brandon Gola, has been very effective in this tournament. He's top 5 in scoring, 19.7 points per game.
Maybe the most consistent team we saw from game to game in the group stage.
I mean, you're obviously going to say that as a Canadian, but I will say that they were the best shooting team. And obviously inserting Michael Jackson into the starting lineup.
Little more size for Colombia. Fiandu Kabengele and Christian Solis on the tip, and Solis of Colombia wins it. Over the top to Fiandu Kabengele, and back to Belhanes again. Pocket pass Kabengele, inside for a two-hand slam, and Canada off to a loud start.
Let's get in the hopes of a 3 free throws. As you see here, Kabengele just...
He likes those high percentage looks where his neck almost touches the rim. Atencia steps inside the line, and he hits, and we're tied at 2. Far fewer field goal attempts because Canada is out rebounding them. It does make you wonder if one of the two Caicedos, Miguel or Jason, ends up in this ball game. Not as tall, a little wider. There's Miller slipping through the defense. No one covered him for the layup. Thomas Kennedy screen. Belhanes for 3. And a rebound tipped by Kennedy right to Leonard Miller. Nice feed inside, recovery by Kennedy. Luis
nice
Almanza
move.
fakes him and scores. Great move by Almanza.
Yeah, and also Canada, if you look at just the type of shots that both teams are getting, most of Colombia, they have to work
about 9 minutes per game or fewer. So they cannot afford fouls on their key contributors. There's Miller muscling his way in, and Leonard Miller has 8 of the 10 Canadian points.
And hasn't gotten too many minutes in the NBA, but after a summer like this, you'd expect him to get a little bit more. As
inside, here's George. Dump off. Isaiah Mike for 3. And an offensive board by George, and he'll put it back in, slapping the glass as he does it. Driving right into the Colombian defense. Stops up as Almanza gets in his way. Baseline spin, and a finish. 10 points for Leonard Miller in the first quarter. Floater up. And a finish by Kennedy. He can fly. And Canada on a run. Colombia timeout as Thomas Kennedy comes up with a putback jam.
yeah, you see here, Marcus Carr gets the ball up on the rim, and then TK. Oh, that's dangerous.
Inside, Kabengele flying in. 20-9 Canada. They are running away here in the first quarter.
No stopping him. If you're Caicedo, you can't go for that steal unless you know you're going to get it. And 2 power dunk.
Pass over the defense, great feed. Miguel Caicedo flips it off the window and in to stop the 10-0 Canadian run of Leonard Miller and the 8 points of Hansel Atencia. And you can see now over 3 minutes since the last Canadian point until now.
Well, Nate Darling doesn't need much space. Initially went for a low set, but that's too easy.
George for 3, and it's good. And a 13-point Canadian advantage to end the first quarter.
Yeah, Keyshawn George so pure with the jump shot.
Christian Solis back in, Atencia back in for Colombia, and we see a new face on the court. Number 12 in blue is Gildon Mendoza. Corner 3, George, and he got another. And Canada over 30 points here early in the second. 3-on-2, finds Belhanes into the corner. Darling spot up 3. And Miller skying in, missed the shot. Another board there above 3 Colombians. George rips it down. Now Wiltshire from deep, and he'll connect for 3. And Wiltshire came up with the ball. Now George from the corner. Got it again.
Slim piece of daylight.
Darling from deep. Woo! And he got it. Canadians are hot from 3 all of a sudden. They started 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. And since then, they have gone 6 for 10 to stretch out the... Calling for help. Solis screen, Canada doubles. Trapping near half. Kennedy now retreats. All over to Roque. He'll put up a 3. And a long rebound. Atencia keeping it with Colombia. Now Roque. And Angola mid-range. Bounces in. Top shot there made by Brian Angola.
Panama by 50 points. Looks like they might be on their way to repeating that feat.
Canada on top right now. Look at a punch a ticket. Gets it in. Jackson jab step in a 3. Great shot. Michael Jackson, what a move. Is almost set We had a Brazil win over the Dominican Republic. USA. And big-to-big Wilcher now feeds Bediako for the lefty land.
Love that move by Bediako. Wasted no time, caught the ball in the middle of the paint.
Now Wilcher doubled, back to Carr. He'll hoist a three and hit a three.
Great inside-out action there by Canada.
What can Colombia do off the Roque steal? Angola inside, high off the window and in.
Oh, he's starting to feel it a little bit. 7 points now for Angola.
Right now, it is looking like Canada will be the team to meet them in the semifinal at the half, 54-20.
Imagine Colombia playing the 2-3 zone on this baseline out of bounds.
Into Kennedy, right to the rim.
Well, it hasn't worked out there so far.
And that is with Romario Roque coming out. Carr to Blair. Back out Carr. He'll hoist up a three and connect. Marcus Carr has 9 points, and that does it for the first half. Domination by Canada, leading 54-20. 7 on the clock. Dump inside Angola. Back out Atencia. Fakes up his man. And the jumper off the window and in. Unorthodox but effective for Hansel Atencia.
Well, Hansel Atencia kind of got.
Pull up three Atencia. And he canned it. Hand in his face. What a start to the half for Hansel Atencia.
The commentator talked about the fact that every single year there's going to be turnover with the roster. There's going to be new guys. You know, your favorite teammate might be on the other side of the world the next year. So, you know, the fact that you're.
That foul on Kabengele, his first. Canada's second of the quarter to 3 for Colombia. Angola inside is blocked by Miller.
See here the block by Leonard Miller.
And now a three from Darling, no good, and a tap back Kabengele. George has it. He'll fling it over to Bell Haynes. His triple try is good. George, it is a young generation of Canadian players in general, not just this team. As Atencia hits another, how about the quarter he's having? 8 in this third. Stopped by George, and he hit it. Veteran move from the 21-year-old. Atencia heaves again and hits again. How about the tournament he's had up to 19? That doesn't sound like a good thing, but with the rate he's hitting them at, why not? Atencia now with a nice pass. Corner three, Jackson is good.
A chance here to add to it. 4-on-2 fast break.
Jackson underneath the leap of Miller and got the roll. Make it 18 points in the quarter to Colombia to only 9 for Canada, and Canada is going to call timeout.
Nice finish there from Jackson. You know,
I mean, credit to Colombia. They forced him to with a big quarter, and George with an answer to the Colombia third quarter run. Roque back outside. Valencia with a dump off, and good basketball there as it falls for Alvaro Pena. Bediako with Wilcher backing down his man and one. Wilcher saw that he could have the advantage.
Closer to home, obviously from Seattle.
And a rebound now for Bediako. Canada wants to run. Pass ahead. Bediako flying in.
Well, you gotta love that by the 7-footer. And a good response after that timeout by Mitchell as well. It's all you want to see. No lapses in concentration.
Might have had the shot affected there by Bediako on the Angola miss, and here comes Mike. Options to his right, dumps it under the hoop. Charles Bediako with another jam. Roque pull up. Over Bediako, he hits the three. Isaiah Mike bullying his way in for the bucket. Doing it well on both sides of the floor right now, Mike. And now he has the ball on the run. Dump off. Wilcher laying in. To Mike. And Wilcher almost volleyed it back in. Bediako above everyone. Poked away by Roque. Bediako wanted a foul. Long lead feed. And a skip pass intercepted by Isaiah Mott.
Yeah, that is just not a smart pass by Angola from one corner to the other.
Blair. And every Canadian has scored points in this game now. Okay, left-hand drive. Scoop shot is good. Long rebound, Michael Jackson. Jackson with pace.
Oh, wow.
That has to be a goaltend.
Oh, he's putting his head down. And yeah, that's just a frustration drive.
7 minutes remain in the game. 84-50 for Canada. Bell Haynes all the way in. What a quick burst from him.
Yeah, great balance as well. But obviously, Javon Blair, 6'3", typically a shooting guard. But
great move, Roque to the rim.
Meg. That's actually one of the plays of the tournament, I'm not even gonna lie.
Mooncat to the rolling Bediako, a little in front of him, and he couldn't handle it with one hand. Good feed, Almanza. Luis Almanza with the left. Right to the lead feed as well as Colombia got going in transition. This half is tied 9-9 until now. Another three for the lefty. Blair off the mark. They'll give him another chance here if he wants one. He's going to go inside for the floater, and sometimes you got to get a little closer to the hoop to put it in.
A good initial defense from Blair, but a great recovery from Angola.
And a near turnover. Almanza kept it in and scores. And Canada will move on. They need Argentina as Canada, the United States, Brazil, and Argentina for the second AmeriCup in a row